Praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rachakudash, the born to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and it's a sincere shalom to the Akim that's out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. This is going to be a really quick video once again. This is a video originally put up by Elder Apostle Elder Apostle Racha, and it's a repost by Akia. Just do the work of the Lord, right? And that's what pretty much what the Elder Apostle was going into, man. You know, just do the work of the Lord, man. He was saying, you know, long story short, this is short, it's straight to the point. Don't worry about any extra accolades, you know, and all this other stuff, man. Just, you know, don't be worried about. There's the scripture in Second Ezra that said don't have the. In fact, we're going to get that real quick. I believe it's in Second Ezra 9. You know, while we talking about it, incredulity, man. All right, and that's pretty much all the elder apostle was going into was, you know, staying focused, man. You know, staying focused and don't worry about that. Don't worry about all the extra stuff. You know, don't worry. Like I said, don't worry about all the extra accolades, because if that's what you in this thing for, you know, to be honest, you got no business being here. All right. I thought it was 9. Maybe it's not 9. We read this all the time. I want to say maybe it's 15. Let's try 15. Give me a second. This just comes to show you that we do not. Maybe it's 6. We do not rehearse these videos, man. It's all in the spirit. I do not know why I cannot find this scripture. Right? Let not the incredulity of them trouble you. I really think it was 9. Maybe I'm not reading it right. I don't have my glasses on, so it's not. You know, and I'm only in my 20s talking like that. Let's see. Let's go back to 9. I do not know why I cannot find this scripture at all. It is in Second Ezra. This is in one of these. Let's go back to, and I'm keeping all this, man, because this just to show you, like I said, this is not. I was passing right by it. It was 15, right? This is not all. None of these videos is rehearsed, man. We go purely in the spirit. All right. Second Ezra 15, and we're gonna start at verse 1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, which for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee," right? That speak against thee. So the other camps, you know, the other scoffers and all this other stuff. None of these things, like years ago, you know, you'll probably find one or two of us, you know, probably going back and forth with somebody on a comment board, which is not good. You know, it's not professional, so-called. You know, nobody should. I advise nobody do that, right? But you know, the scoffers, the scorners, and everything. I just did a video off of Elder Manat Zapba's video yesterday. And you had a Jake with a SpongeBob hoodie on, and another Jake with his Mullet's bonnet on, and it's just like, you know, and they talking trash about the Hebrew Israelites, and this is like you can't make this stuff up, man. You can't. That's incredulity. The incredulity is unbelieving. That stuff is not troubling us, man. Right? And that's pretty much what the elder apostle was going into, right? Just do the work of the Lord. Don't let all this other BS sit up there and distract you. Just do the work of the Lord. Don't worry about, like I said, no accolades. That's why, me personally, I've seen people come into this camp, right? Come into this camp seeking some type of accolade. Been in the truth, so-called in the truth, for only 3 years, and taking buses up to New York to see the apostles. I got news for you, man. I've been in the truth. It's 2026 now. I done lost track. but it's definitely over 12. I'm gonna say it's definitely at least over 12 years that I've been in this thing, and I've yet to go pack my bags and to go see the apostles, right? Because when you do stuff like that, you automatically getting looked at, right? You didn't have the fame, you didn't have all the accolades in the world. So what you're doing is you try to creep that stuff into the truth, and thinking that these wise men don't see that stuff. They done seen 100 of y'all, right? They done seen 100 of y'all, and a lot of you disappeared, man. The ones that stayed are the ones that were just misguided. You know what I mean? We all come from all different walks of life. So some of us was seeking fame in the world, you know? Does that make you wicked? No. Just because you messed up and probably went up to go see the apostles, and they're going to look at you, man, and make sure you ain't full of But usually when people that ain't been in the truth for that long, going to packing their bags and going up there to see the apostles just to sit up there and look stupid, right? They're automatically looking at you, man. Right? They're automatically looking at you. Everybody's looking at you. But usually, those are jakes that don't last long. Right? That's incredulity too, by the way. So all the extra, like I said, accolades and all that, if that's what like I said, if that's what you're looking for, you don't belong here, man. What you should be looking for is this salvation, not some type of reputation. All that reputation stuff is going to come. You know what I mean? But it's not going to come any faster if you're doing BS like that. Just do the work of the Lord, man. Just do the work. It's already hard enough as it is. Just naturally. Just naturally is already hard enough. Why are you trying to make it harder? Why are you trying to make it harder on yourself, man? Right? It's bad enough. You already naturally have to deal with the world and the BS and all this other stuff and all the preparing your soul for temptation and all that stuff. That stuff is naturally already there. Why are you making stuff so that much harder? See, some of you jakes out there that claim to be in the truth, that say the truth is hard, it's this, is that, doing all these complaints, is because a lot of y'all make it harder than what it should be. A lot of y'all come into this thing for women. You know what I mean? There's some brothers out there that do extra on camera and think that nobody sees it, man. But again, we all come from different walks of life. Some people just, I guess, are like that. You know what I mean? But like I said, if that's your primary focus is women ain't going to save you, man. They ain't going to save you, right? So what I wanted to do is it's like a short little list here. Well, I'm not going to get all of this, but I typed in staying focused, and these two on the top really caught my attention, right? Colossians 3:2. Set your affection on the things above, not on things on the earth. Right. Durable riches in Proverbs, I believe. Proverbs 4, I think. Or was it 14? I can't remember. But it was it talks about durable riches. Durable. Anything that's on this earth right now is not durable at all. Hell, we aren't. Right? Everything on this earth right now is polluted. The earth itself is polluted. So which means everything on the earth is going to be polluted. Right? Everything's out of whack. The natural order of things is gone. Right? The people ruling this earth are wicked. Everything about this place is wicked. Everything about this place is backwards. All right? Everything about it is backwards. On down to the weather. Yesterday was 81 degrees. Tornado warnings everywhere. Right? Humid. Hot and humid. Well, not really humid. Or not really hot. But it was warm and very, very humid. Especially at night. Today, rain and snow and cold again. Right? I get in March it could be up and down. But that up and down stuff has been going on all winter. And this is exactly how people get sick. So on down to the weather. The weather is confused. The earth is just confused, man. The earth is living, and it will speak to you, and it will tell you when it's confused. And it's showing us that, yes, it is very confused. It doesn't know what it wants to do. So right along with that confusion, you had all the insects, you had all the birds coming out, and they was going at it yesterday. Right? They was just going at it. Next thing you know, dead silent because it's so goddamn cold today, man. No bugs, no nothing. Nothing is out. So the insects and all the bugs, they confused. The animals are confused. On all the way up to us, the people, we confused. Men and women don't know what the hell they want to do. Men don't know what the hell a man is, and women don't know what the hell a woman is, even though they claim to. Right? So all this stuff is polluted. Don't set your thoughts, in affection on the things that's here. Worry about your salvation. And that's why I did that video not too long ago about accepting correction. When some jakes get corrected, they always have a rebuttal. They always have something to say. Instead of think about your salvation, man. Think about your salvation and not the person that's really getting on you. Think about why the Lord is getting on you about this. Actually, no, Salakia. Think about the Lord is the one getting on you and not that person that's in front of you, right? He's just using that person in front of you to get on you about something. That's all. Believe it or not, he could use a woman to do that. You just can't let your pride get so above you, man. Oh, and if a woman is, being disrespectful and yelling and spitting in your face, then no, that's a whole demon. But I'm talking about like your woman, she could be telling you, it's probably not a good idea to, do this and that. Could they help me? And the Lord could put the spirit on them to do certain things, to tell you certain things. You got a lot of older people out there that have a problem accepting correction from younger people. Now, if the young man or the young man or woman is being disrespectful, then yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of a problem. But you got some jakes out there, that I ran into personally, but me being so young, they have a problem with me telling them certain things, even though I was never disrespectful to them. But they will pull out a scripture that had nothing to do with the topic, because they just couldn't accept the correction. They were thinking carnally. That carnality has took them over at that moment. And that's what the elder apostle, that was like one of the first things when the video started. It was talking about the carnal man can't understand or retain or receive the spirituality pretty much. Right? Because you're so worried about your carnal thoughts. You're so worried about your pride. Oh man, he can't tell me this. I know I didn't do that wrong. No, well, maybe you did. Just like it's like the elder apostle said, man, just do the work of the Lord. Just do the work. Right? Just do the work. Proverbs 4:25. Let thine eyes look right on. Let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Right. Stay in focus, man. Don't worry about, don't be carried about every wind of doctrine, every wind of belief, every wind of temptation. Right? Worry about all that stuff, man. Right? But like I said, the elder apostle already went into the video. I'm not going to really go too much more into it, or into it at all anymore. Stay in focus, man. Giving all praise, honor, glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM,